Okay, the good news. Lionel Messi is still alive.
Messi! My word!
Bad news, the same can't be said for Inter Miami's playoff hopes.
Mario! Cincinnati breaks through!
After playing just 37 minutes over the course of the previous 28 days, Lionel Messi was resurrected from that unspecified injury just in time to take the field, only for Miami to be mathematically eliminated from playoff contention.
Cincinnati ends Inter Miami's playoff hopes!
Woof. Which means the Inter Miami circus is leaving town. Miami will not have a competitive game from October 21st until February. Enjoy the holidays, you boys in pink. But let's take some time to review the medical charts of what we know. Messi's fitness issues, they started back in the international break on Argentina duty, the top of September. Oh, there was no sign of them as Messi thrashed a killer free kick against Ecuador to draw level with his current boss, Sir David Beckham, for career free kick goals.
David Beckham, unstoppable.
You know him, it's that guy from the new Netflix documentary.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
But later in that same game, Lionel Messi asked to be substituted because he, quote, felt something. Cue the next game, 11,932 feet above sea level in Bolivia. Messi was officially listed, actually as an assistant coach with FIFA, so he could sit on the bench. None of which stopped the passengers in Bolivia airport rushing to greet Lionel in a way that's reminiscent, well, of your dog when you get home after a long day at work. But when Messi returned stateside, we were all still so optimistic. I mean, didn't Apple just launch the iPhone 15 with an image of the upcoming Miami game against Atlanta United? Messi was even listed as a scorer. Oh, Tim Apple, you're always trying to tilt the scales. However, all was far from right, and the first clue we got that Messi didn't actually travel to Atlanta was him posting on Instagram this pizza. And I use the word pizza very, very loosely here because it's really a crime against humanity.
No! God, please, no! No!
And in Atlanta, the Messiverse Inter Miami took to the field at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where Atlanta had initially set a minimum price of $125 per seat, but the 70,000 capacity venue slashed prices down to $40 with the news. And when Atlanta won against Messiverse Miami, they trolled both Apple and that pizza. All of which stopped Miami natives from forming a line out the block to be able to try Messi's pizza spot, which we now know is called Banchero. And that is perhaps the ultimate testament to the power of Messi. He can get the masses hyped to eat that slop. But behold, rejuvenated by his apparent diet of tomatoes, olives and raw onions, Messi started the next game against Toronto, only to raise our hopes and then break them and our hearts, limping off in the 37th minute. An agony for Messi, Miami and hosts of shows called This Week in the Messiverse, as our man went on to miss the next 4 matches. And to be honest, the club was extremely cagey about the mystery injury. Why? Either because Lionel had simply lost all of his powers by shaving the beard, like the biblical Samson himself. Oh, it just looks so unnatural. Or Miami was trying to mitigate against ticket price plummets, which is exactly what happened against Orlando City.
Maguire makes calendar and ties the game!
Average ticket price before the Messi injury, $177. Price to get in, knowing you wouldn't actually get to see the great Messi, $50. Oh, good for the value shopper. The Chicago Fire went as far as to offer season ticket holders $250 rebates towards next season's tickets after selling a team record 61,000 to see Messi at Soldier Field. And in reality, Messi's absence regrettably had more than just a financial impact. On the field, in the last 5 games without Lionel, Miami won 0, drew 2 and lost 3. Checks notes, that's not so good, including a 2-1 loss to the Houston Dynamo in the vaunted US Open Cup final, a game at which injured Messi rolled up wearing a shirt big enough to fit approximately 3 Messis. Also there, Zinedine Zidane, somehow making a simple hoodie look like it was ripped straight from the runways of Paris Fashion Week. You good-looking bastard. He came mostly to say hi to his old teammate, old Davo Beckham. How Miami could have still used them both, because Houston don't care about how good the talent in the box seats is. All of this culminated in the home game against FC Cincinnati. Messi named again to the bench in a last-gasp chance to qualify for the postseason. A footballing Hail Mary. And our Lord subbed in during the second half with the score still tied 0-0 and was mostly triple-teamed out of the game until Cincy's Alvaro Barrio buried Miami's playoff hopes with the winning dagger.
Alvaro Barrio, the moment.
So these are your brutal stats. Since Messi's messianic debut into Miami, only won 1 of the 6 games that he missed and only lost 1 of the 13 that he played in. This one. And that's how the world ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper and a groan from every Messi fan, because that's it for Messi, for Inter Miami, and agonisingly for MLS. What will the impact of Lionel's elimination be for the league? Because everyone knows you can't spell ML Messi without Lionel, the man who's cast a white-hot heat across the league, blowing up its profile across the globe. But with Miami's elimination, the needle's fallen off the record. That spotlight has instantly been snuffed out. It's like being a Hollywood studio, losing Tom Cruise, who was attached to star in your movie blockbuster, and having to replace him with that dude who played Ross from Friends.
I would hunt him down and kick his ass.
Just how disorientingly devastating was this loss? Even Messi's bodyguard momentarily went soft, allowing a child to get a reprieve and an autograph from Leo. Now with an infinite feeling 4-month break looming, cue the rumours of Messi taking a winter loan. Spanish reports are already aggressively linking him to Barcelona.
One of the best to ever do it.
I wonder if that's within Banchero's delivery zone. To find out, tune in next week in the Messiverse and discover what atrocity people will eat on their pizza if the heroes tell them to.